The leadership of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, has received a knock from one of its own, a former Minister of Information, Professor Gana. Professor Gana at a forum in Abuja says the party is being run in the most unhealthy manner, which is detrimental to its sustenance. Another chieftain of the party, Mr. Bola Inuwa, however, disagrees with him.
The bedrock of our democracy in the PDP is power to the people. Let the people choose their leaders in free, fair, and credible elections. We hate any manipulation and rigging of elections in any form. If the PDP is to be revived and remobilized for electoral victory by the grace of God, we must return to these wonderful principles of power to the people. We received painful reports of the poor and shamelessly undemocratic practices during the recently concluded party congresses in several states. After the shocking results of the last general election in 2015, we had hoped that our leaders would have learned the serious lessons to make them resolve never again to impose candidates, never again to practice impunity, never again to rig party elections, never again to take the people for granted. And yet, we find ourselves in our very eyes returning to even worse things within our party.
Given his recent actions, I don't think there is much from this man that could help or could add value to the repositioning of the PDP. They seem to forget that their generation is no longer relevant to contemporary politics. And that is why you don't see any politician of note amongst the gathering. And that is why you don't see anybody who is coming from his constituency having gone for the party congresses, because they cannot go. They don't have anybody at home. Gone are the days of gown-flowing politics. These are the days of grassroots mobilization for support for the PDP.
And the Minister of Budget and National Planning, Senator Udoma has announced plans to commence the release of capital expenditure for the implementation of this year's budget. The minister, who is speaking at the budget breakdown in Abuja, explained that the document will run until the end of May next year, while the 2017 budget will be passed before December the 31st.
Awaited the passage of the 2016 budget, and just last week, a 6.6 trillion naira budget was signed.